Oh my god, this is so messed up. No. Okay, so that key, trailer master. So we gotta go back to the trailers, I guess. Oh my god, it's so dark. Oh. I mean, I'm guessing when you call the trailer master, do we go back to the trailers, right? Okay, that's Andrews. We already went to Viola's one. So that looks like a rusted one. Yeah, rusted. God, with it being so dark and using a flashlight, this just reminds me of Slenderman. Okay. Sister Jenny. Okay, back to the tutorial. Woo! We love tutorial here. Oh, okay, I was supposed to take the left-hand path and then go up the hill. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. This is just so eerie. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, that one. Okay, okay. Because, I mean, there's still this law. Yeah, okay, yeah. We just go all the way up the hill. You unlock the door. Okay. Oh, can I grab that? Yep, I can. Let's go. Okay, that's not very bright. Okay. Leo, it's gotta be him. I'm certain. He hasn't talked yet, but I have no doubt. Scrounge around his trailer and see if you find any leverage. We busted the lock grabbing him last night, so you'll have to use your bolt cutter to get in. Henry. Thou shalt not kill, but it's not that simple, is it? We are God's army. We must protect our flock. This is a war with souls on the line. We must be resolute, unwavering. So why won't my hand stop shaking? Why do I keep seeing his face when I close my eyes? I think, sir, that is called PTSD, but I could be wrong. Somehow I didn't think fighting for the Lord would mean beating an unarmed man to death with a shovel. Lord, why won't my hands stop shaking? Because you shouldn't have done that, my dude. And he'd be drinking Jack Daniels, I think. I don't know.
The deceiver changed Father James, though only a few of us seemed to notice. He had new revelations almost daily. Doctrines changed. Actions that would have been terrible sins previously were suddenly permissible, while seemingly innocent behaviors became mortal sins. The others seemed to have no problem going along with it. I wondered if something was wrong with me. Father grew visibly agitated, and as adamant as he was about the sanctity of his new revelations, something was different. He was scared, and that scared me.
Okay. Back to the tutorial so we're not lost. Yo, that makes sense. Run. Now we can open this. You click the chains, which fall limply to the side. The door hangs slightly ajar. Yo, we got all paint and window open. I didn't know. Oh. Okay. Let's just turn that off. Oh, we picked up the shovel. Look at all that blood. Transmit code XV7868. Encryption code 30686. Compromised need do not receive frontal raid armed mill grade HW plus training. Most are 100% bought and will use violence. Take a picture of those codes. Okay. I changed my lock like you suggested. I left a copy of the new key under the tree near the fire pit. Where the heck is a fire pit? Father James Israel. Oh my god, his last name is Israel. Born Donald he chose his name? Donald McKittrick. Born Idaho. Early 50s? Unclear. Vietnam vet, honorably discharged 1970 due to shrapnel injury. Born again in the late... No, born again. I hate that. I hate in late 70s. Criminal record includes larceny, drug possession, vagrancy. Married to Ann McKittrick. Signs of amphetamine. Is that crack? I don't know. Addiction. Receives visions from an angel named Sariel starting in 1986. Left former church and founded Perfect Heaven with wife. Purchased Black Sage Ranch 1991. Wait, so is Peyton the guy that they killed? That's why they locked it up. Ann McKittrick Israel. Born Oregon. Not much known. Worked as secretary for a heating and cooling company for years. Met Donald/James through church. Married 1981. Completely loyal to husband. Primary recruiter for group. Andrew Custer. Born ? Recruited in Houston. Owned a small farm. Runs the farm for group. Frequently writes to his brother in El Paso. Viola Dewitt. Mid-30s from Albuquerque. 2 children. Juliet 11 and Lucas 9. Recently divorced from her husband, claims frequent abuse. Frequent consort of Father James. Leonard Vanderhoff, late 20s. Former police officer, National Guard, military training, discharged due to drug addiction. James promised to help him get clean. Seems to have worked for a little while. Access to weapons, trains group members in arms and tactics. Often has alcohol in his breath. Relapse, dangerous. Lillian Carter, early 20s, born San Diego, 1972. Recent college graduate, some useless degree, depressed, trouble finding job, often goes to rectory for alternate cleansing with other women. Seems to have more doubts than some others. Reach out to her. Fire pit. I mean, does it show the fire pit on the map? It does. Okay, we don't need tutorial for that. We got this. We smart. Wait, we go down. Can I see the fire from here? No, that's just the light from the house. Okay, fire pit. It's next to school. Clicking escape. Is that fire pit? You dig in the mound and sift through the loose dirt, finding a small brass key inside. What's the brass key? A brass key with the dirt smeared tag that reads Lillian. Okay, let's go to Lillian's trailer, I guess. God, God, it is so dark. And I feel like I'm not running as fast. I guess that makes sense. I'm tired, fatigued. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. It's so hard to see in the dark. I can't stop thinking about this tapes, because it's like, I mean, I straight up, that guy is just sleeping with every woman he can, I think. Julia and Ellie. Viola's door. Oh wait, I guess on the other side, maybe? Nope. Are these just fake trailers? Elena. Mary and John. Wait, I swear I saw Lily somewhere. Diane. What? Where the heck is Lily's? I swear I saw Lillian. Oh, there it is. Okay. Read note from James. Lillian, a member of the flock who will not be named, happened upon one of the books you purchased while on a trip into town. While reading non-church materials is not strictly prohibited, I must caution you against consuming too much. If any secular material, the godless worldview is powerfully poisonous with its promise of pleasure, without consequences and freedom from rules. But here you know true freedom. Freedom from sin, freedom from damnation, and the true pleasure of God's love. Consider this a friendly warning. I want the best for you, my sister. If it becomes clear that your reading is compromising your faith, we may have to change the rules in order to protect you as well as the rest of the flock. Father. Lillian, forgive me if I am speaking too freely, but I care deeply about you, and I worry that you are having doubts about the Father and his teachings. You're young, Lily. I understand where you're coming from. Believe me, but as someone with a lot more... Wait, didn't I already read this? Father James is a prophet of the Lord. Yeah, I already read that. What the heck? No, I still need it. Pick up cleansing room key. How can the absolute truth change so rapidly? First, the doctrine of cleansing, which was immutable and unavoidable, pain as currency, etc., etc. Then the doctrine of alternate cleansing, which seemed to change the rules against extramarital martial sex and polygamy, but only in the service of a clean body. Now Father James has received another revelation, which he pronounced privately onto a few of us women. It's not written down, it hasn't been added to the book of Serial, and it directly contradicts previous doctrine. Father says that the Lord has brought a deceiver into our midst in order to test the strength of our faith. We must be ready to prove our dedication to the flock, and like Abraham with his son Isaac, we must be ready to sacrifice our notion of what is moral in order to serve the greater cause. Okay, but Abraham didn't sacrifice Isaac, though. He was about to, and then God said, JK, give me a ram. And is this God's plan for us? To use our bodies as tools? Why doesn't this feel right? Yo, Lily, you're so smart. Just like Julia, you should just take Juliet with you, be her new mom, and leave this place, you know? Know what I'm saying? Are you in a cult? How did she get that? It's a scary question, but an important one. Spiritual fulfillment and community involvement are important aspects of a healthy life, but it's possible for these to take deeply unhealthy and even dangerous forms. If you're reading this, someone who cares about you is concerned about your well-being. The group displays excessively zealous and unquestioning commitment to its leader, and, whether he is alive or dead, regards his belief system, ideology, and practice as the truth as law. Questioning, doubt, and dissent are discouraged or even punished. Mind-altering practice such as meditation, chanting, speaking in tongue, denunciation sessions, and debilitating work routines are used in excess and serve to suppress doubts about the group and its leader or leaders. The leadership dictates sometimes in great detail how members should think, act, and feel. For example, members might get permission to date, change jobs, marry, or leaders prescribe what type of clothes to wear, where to live, whether or not to have children, how to discipline children, and so forth. This group is elitist, claiming a special, exalted status for itself, its leader or leaders, and members. For example, the leader is considered the Messiah, a special being, an avatar are the group, and are the leader is on a special mission to save humanity. The group has a polarized us versus them mentality, which may seem conflicted with the wider society. The leader is not accountable to any authorities. The group teaches or implies that it's supposedly exalted and justify whatever means it deems necessary. This may result in members participating in behaviors or activities they would have considered reprehensible or unethical before joining the group. For example, lying to family or friends or collecting money for bogus charities. Some sub-services to the leader are group requires members to cut ties with families and friends and radically alter the personal goals and activities they had before joining the group. The group is preoccupied with bringing in new members. The group is preoccupied with making money. Members are expected to devote inordinate amounts of time to the group and group-related activities. Members are required to live and are socialized only with group members. The most loyal member feels there can be no life outside the context of the group. They believe there is no way to be and often fear reprisals to themselves or others if they leave, or even consider leaving the group. If one or more of these are true for your group, it may not be a healthy community, but don't worry, help is available.